Thank you so much for picking up the Jenniuss line rasterizer, and this is the instructional video. So what I've got here is Photoshop CC 2019, and this file should work with Photoshop CC, and it is a file that is full of different layers that show different types of line rasterizing. So what we're going to do is when you get the file, this is going to be your top layer. And so what we're going to do is turn this layer off. And then we're going to go down here to the bottom. And here is the instructions. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this layer off and let's get started. So I did load a sample design for you right here. So it's the layer right below this. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to choose our shirt color. So we're going to turn this on. And actually, I think I'm going to use white for the shirt color here. So I'm just going to actually turn this black off, and then I'm going to put this text right here a little bit later on the top, and I don't want that rasterized. So I'll show you guys how to do that. So in fact, let's go ahead and do that now. So I'm going to turn this bottom layer off because what I want to do is I just want to copy these white pixels in the text here. So let me just make it a little bit bigger so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to grab my magic wand tool right here. And I'm just going to, again, it's right over here. And I'm going to click on the white. And now I'm going to copy it by doing Command C or Control C on a PC. I have a Mac, so it's Command C. And I'm going to scroll up here to the very top, and I'm going to paste it on this layer by choosing Command V as in Victor or Control V on a PC. So now no matter what we do to this layer, this will be above it and will not be affected by the rasterization. Okay? So we've got a bunch of different choices here. So let's just start at the top so you can see, and I'm just going to do a few for you all to see. So let's choose this one, for example. Let's turn on this t-shirt color. And we'll make this a little bit smaller. Okay, so this one has, it's very clear in the center and it kind of spreads out. So that's the first option. And notice your text is still clear. All right, so I'm going to turn that one off. And now I'm going to turn on this next one. It's very similar. So these are on a diagonal. These are at 67.5 degrees, and these are at 90. And if you were going to print this the other direction, let's say you were going to make this really big and you needed horizontal lines. So all you would need to do then is we're going to click this move tool, select tool, and we're going to go back over here. And I'm going to just click here on the side and bring up the free transform. And I'm just going to choose rotate 90 degrees clockwise. So now if you were printing this in landscape mode with your white toner printer, the lines would be going top to bottom. So that's how you would do that. You would just change the angle of this. So I'm just going to undo that by pressing Command Z, and it's going to go back to vertical. Okay, so let's say you like that, but you really aren't a fan of it being quite so many lines. So then what we can do, and when I put this on Etsy, I will include layer masks. But what we're going to do is I'm going to choose a layer mask. I'm going to create a layer mask. I'm going to go down to the square with a circle in it. And click on that, and that's going to bring up this white box here. And if we paint on this layer in black, so we want to make sure that our black is selected. And if you ever are not sure, just click the 2 above it and it will change it back. And then you can click this arrow and swap it back and forth between black and white. So we're going to paint in black. And you're going to choose a nice round brush. And we're going to make it kind of a little bit soft. And if you see, I'm just painting on here, and I'm just going to show this for effect. I won't leave it this way. But let's say you didn't want this part of the octopus to have any lines in it. So then I would just paint over this part right here, like so. And now it won't have any lines. And then if you get a part that you made a mistake on, all you have to do is paint back in with white. So we would go back over here to this arrow, this arrows again. I'm going to click on that. So I'll be on white now. And now I'm just going to paint it back out. So the lines come back wherever I paint. So I'm just going to put all of that back in so you get the idea. So you can make some changes if you wish. Okay, so when we're done, and again, you can cycle through these. That's an extreme one, but let's go down here, and there are many, many options. So we're going to go down here all the way to the bottom, and we're going to choose this LT30 at 675. And what that means is 30 lines per inch at 67.5 degrees. So if you look here, I just turned that on. You probably can't see it on the screen, so let me zoom in. So if you look, now there are the lines, just like you would get with your RIP software, going through here. And so that will be the lines that your printer will print for you. So I'm just going to go back and click this fit on screen so you can see the entire thing. And let's say that's the one that I wanted. So now the next thing I'm going to do is go down here and I'm going to turn off this background layer. So now it's all completely, just the design with the lines taken out. And here is my, in fact, let me show you. Let me just show you the black. And I'm going to merge that black down so it is completely black. There you go. So now this is what, if I were to print it on a t-shirt, this is what it would look like. So let me just zoom in so you can see that texture. And if you notice, the text that we put on this top layer right here has no lines going through it. And I'll just click this eye on and off so you can see it was right on top of what we did. All right, so now I'm going to go back to full screen. I am going to make sure that my text is live there. And I'm going to turn off our background layer. So now I just have the design and the raster. And I'm going to, now is a really good time to save this as a new project so you don't save over the file that you just got from Etsy. So we would save it as our project, and then once I'm done saving it, I'm going to go over here to File, Export. Now I like to use a PNG file just because I'm on a Mac and I have very limited space. So I would just do a quick export as a PNG file, and I'll save this as Live in the Sunshine. That's part of the quote. And save it, and now I can import it into either Transfer RIP or into ProRIP. And then I'll do another one with some dot rasterizing. But at any rate, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy the rasterizer tool. Thank you.